Credit repair tips with Brandon. What up, YouTube? It's your boy Jermaine, back with another video, back with another YouTuber that I met through another YouTuber at VidCon.
Brandon Weaver. Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you so much for having me on your channel. I appreciate it. And it was great meeting you yesterday. We just met yesterday.
Yeah.
We were hanging out, and it was really cool. And he offered to put me on your channel. So thank you, and thank you to you guys for having me here.
The other day when I met Brandon, we was talking about his channel because he talks a lot about credit on his channel, and he gave me a lot of tips, and I thought that he would be a good benefit to you guys. Brandon, I just want to know, how did you get started doing this, and tell my subscribers more about what you do, and let me hear what you got to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate it, Jermaine. You know, the big thing, like we were discussing, is that we've all had some credit issues, right? We've all had situations where, in my personal situation, was I went through left knee surgery, a right knee surgery, and a left hip surgery at a very young age. I was 19 for the first knee surgery, then 21, and then 24, you know? And if you do the math on that, those are the beginning years of being in college, of needing to work to kind of put myself through college, and I just couldn't get it together. All these medical bills, all these issues, I was having problems with my credit. And so finally was able to make it out to Los Angeles and had a bunch of negative items on my credit report. And I didn't know what to do, I didn't know what to turn to. I did a lot of research, and I found that in many instances the debts are unverifiable or too old or obsolete or outdated or inaccurate or something of this nature, and you can pull your own credit reports, and there is an option to potentially dispute adverse accounts on your credit reports. So that is an option out there for many people out there who are looking for credit repair. My channel, you can check me out, I'm Brandon Weaver on YouTube, have great tips and great videos on credit repair and credit repair education. So not only can you do it yourself, but we can also do it for you. So I have a company that is doing the repair process for many clients out there, and people are having great success. It's very, very rewarding to be able to help people out of a financial sticky situation, and it's been quite an amazing growth, you know, to see people go from people not being able to get approved for credit cards to having their own businesses, not being able to get approved for their apartments and being able to get nicer new apartments, or you know, if they can get a car, people have gotten new car loans, I mean, homes. It saves them tons and tons of time and energy when they come to my channel. A lot of savings and money for all the interest rates that they get better out there, you know, so it's phenomenal. I've been very happy to be able to do it. And, you know, any specific tips, I always recommend people get those travel credit cards like you have.
Travel credit cards, yeah. Travel credit cards can definitely make traveling a little bit easier and cheaper. But then let's say you don't have, you know, really good credit for a travel credit card. You know, go to your channel and learn tips to get your credit score up and get a travel card, or get a house or get a car, or, you know, not everybody needs a travel credit card. Some people may want a new car.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like we were discussing earlier, a lot of us at this age, millennials, not only did some of us make mistakes that we need to clean up now, many people are just not necessarily utilizing their credit, and realizing that many jobs are looking to credit now, utilities, just getting anything really. There's a lot of cell phones, all sorts of things, just credit. So I teach people how to build their credit. You know, they can do something called authorized users, right? So let's say you have a friend or a family member who has very good credit. They can actually put you on their good credit card, and it will boost your credit score. It's known as piggybacking. So let's say you don't have the best credit, but you have your mother or father, they're like, hey, you know what, don't worry, we'll help you out, we'll put you on our credit card, and that will move your score up, and now you might be able to get approved for a good travel credit card, or you might be able to get a better home.
Oh, wow, I actually never knew that.
Yeah.
So wait, does that have to be a family member, or could it just be a friend with an American Express travel card, and they put me on the travel card? And if I use the card, they would get the points, correct?
Exactly. So this is a nice benefit. So if you did have a good friend who's like, hey, you know what? I'm going to help you out and you help me out. They have that Amex travel card. It's a very good card, which is something that many people out there will look forward to if you don't have good credit now, or if you do have good credit, take a look at it. But let's say you have a friend who has that, and they're like, you know what, Jermaine, I'm going to help you out and boost your score a little bit. My credit score is up in the, who knows, 780, 800, something crazy, right? And they put you on their card. You're going to get a little boost from their credit history, their good on-time payment history, their low credit utilization, and you're going to get that. And then and here's the thing, with authorized users, they don't necessarily have to get a credit card to have it report to the 3 credit bureaus and to have a boost in the credit score. But if you do, your friend gives you the credit card and you're swiping it and you're paying on time and everything's all good and gravy, they're going to get those Amex reward points, and they're going to be able to either both of you take a trip together, or it's going to help them take their trip sooner. So it's advantageous for all parties involved. So,
Okay. So question about that. So if I get a credit card on my friend Bob, if I have a credit card on his account, could I have and I use the credit card on his account, I would also have the option to pay.
Yes. So you would probably Bob would probably want you to pay. Obviously. Right?
So I would have a login ID.
Yeah. So you would have a login.
So it's like a joint account, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. And so you all reap the benefits. But of course, if for some reason the credit score were to go down or someone wasn't making a payment, then your credit scores would go down together. So you have to be cautious about that type of environment. But it's usually very advantageous to everyone involved if everyone is responsible. And the big thing is, if Bob doesn't want to give you a credit card and doesn't want you to use it and doesn't want to have to worry about payments, it's all good. You'll still get a boost to your credit score. So it's really, really cool. And that's just one tip. Another thing that you can do to build your credit score, and it can sometimes seem odd at first, but a secured credit card. So I know it seems strange, but you might give...
No, I'm sorry to cut you off, but
yeah.
What's a secured credit card,
Yeah, absolutely. Secured credit card. So you're actually putting money up front to the bank to get a credit card. So you might give them $500 and then you might get a Capital One credit card. Now, I know it seems strange because most people don't have cash to, give out to, have a credit card. But if you do, and you're a young millennial and you're a little bit more cash heavy and you want to rebuild your credit or building your credit just for the first time, you might start with a secured credit card. That way Capital One or whatever bank, whichever bank, says like, hey, you don't really have a lot of credit, but if you give us $500, we'll give you a credit card. You make those on-time payments for 6 months, 12 months, then we'll upgrade you to an unsecured credit card with a nice high limit, $2,000, $3,000 or something, who knows, just an example, and then you can get your $500 back. It usually goes into a certificate of deposit for you. So you might actually make like a few bucks on interest over those 6 months or a year or something like that. But what you're doing is you're giving them cash just in case for some reason you don't pay the bill, they can go into that account and they can get that money. But what you're getting is you're getting that good credit. And believe me, I've had many, many people who email me and call me, and they realize that good credit saves them a lot of money over long term. The mortgage, the car, whatever, travel miles, starting a business. Starting a business is very important. If you start a business where they have to check your credit, or if you need to get a merchant account where you need to swipe for credit cards and things like that, they do check your credit for those things. So there's things that are out there that you may not know that you want right now, but 5-10 years down the line, you might need.
Oh wow! So just one last question about the secured credit card. What happens if you got like 5 of those accounts or 10 of those accounts? Would it help you more, or would it not really help you?
Right. So at some point you do hit a level of diminishing returns, right? So at some point it won't affect you as much. But yes, more is usually better. I've seen people who have one credit card and keep the utilization down so they don't charge up a lot on it. And you get an overall utilization. So the more secured credit cards you have, or credit cards you have, the greater the limits that you have, right? So let's say you have 5 credit cards or 5 secured credit cards that are all $1,000 limit. You have $5,000 of available credit. That way you can use up $500 or $1,000 without your credit utilization being too high. But if you only have one secured credit card or one credit card for $1,000 and you use $500 of it, your credit utilization is going to be at 50%. It's going to look like you're chewing up all that that.
Yeah, you look like you're using more money.
Yeah, exactly. You get it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So more is usually better.
Yeah, so that's usually why a lot of times when people have one credit card that's $1,000 limit and they charge $500 on that card, that's why they usually go out and get another credit card so they can bring that average down under 30% or under 10%.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Keep it under 30%.
Exactly, yeah. And I even advise a lot of my clients to keep it at 10%. I like a lot of people.
10%.
Yeah, obviously, right? It's even better. So those are the rules to the game. You know, a lot of it feels like you're doing a little maneuvering, but it's important. You know, it's part of the process. And it's a lot of fun. You know, you have your... Now, have you been able to take any trips with your travel credit cards?
Yeah. I've taken a handful of trips with travel credit cards, and I have a few other ways to, get some free trips in there too.
Good. Yeah, that's what I did. Once I cleaned up my credit and repaired it, I was able to go to Tokyo for free, went to Hawaii for free, Paris, Amsterdam, Europe. I mean, it was great. It was,
wow.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I should use travel credit cards more. Maybe I would just go and apply for another travel credit card.
Yeah. That'd be a good idea, man.
Yeah. Guys, I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to introduce Brandon to you guys, and we want to talk about, credit and building your credit, and just talk about his channel. And if you guys want to know more about credit tips and things you can do, definitely head over to Brandon's channel. Link will be in the description below or up above here. Check it out. But thanks a lot for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace out.
Peace out. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Awesome.